and welcome to one of probably many book haul videos coming on this channel, and that is because I got a lead that there was going to be a book warehouse sale in Richmond, and as someone who makes a living from making videos about buying and selling stuff as well as books, which is what you're watching now on this channel, it felt fiscally irresponsible for me not to go. And so I went and I filled up my full-size four-door Bronco with books, literally hundreds of books, and the majority of them are, of course, science fiction and fantasy books, because that is what I personally love and what I personally collect and what I personally enjoy buying and selling, because that's what I also like reading. I'm still sorting through them, but I've pulled 3 of the boxes because there's like over 20 boxes. 20 boxes, but I've pulled 3 of them for this initial video, and all of the ones that I'm going to show you are going to be for sale up on Whatnot. That's where I sell a lot of my vintage science fiction and fantasy books, or science fiction and fantasy in general. Almost all of these will start at $2. Some of them will be like $3, but it's $2 to $3, that's it. I'm going to do all paperbacks for this show, and I'm just going to shut up now and show you what's in here. First one is Dune, the Thick Boy Premium Mass Market by Frank Herbert. We have the first book of Bellegrade, which is a 5-book series by David Eddings. This is, I think, the more vintagey one. I also feel like this doesn't feel like an American printing. Corgi Books. This is not an American printing. This is the UK printing. I was like, this feels not right. This does not feel like American printing. So there is that. We have a Bain book, 1634. This is an alternative history book by Eric Flint and David Weber. We have Requiem for the Conqueror, the first book in the Forbidden Borders series by Michael Gear. Military sci-fi there. Kevin Anderson and Doug Beeson, Lifeline. David Weber, More Than Honor. I will have to remove all of the stickers that are on here. Again, this is a big warehouse sale, so some of them have stickers on them, like from thrift books or from thrift stores or from secondhand bookstores. Those will all be removed before they go up for sale, and they're going to all go up for sale and Whatnot. The link will be down below, but here it is. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. Hopefully you will join me. Even if you don't want to buy anything and just want to talk to me about books. I love that. I learn so much every show I do because people come in and just nerd out about books with me, and I love that. I've learned so much about about everything, honestly. It's a great time. This is Forest Mage by Robin Hobb. Gail Martin, The Summoner. This is the first book in the Chronicles of the Necromancer. It's also a thick boy. This reminds me of the Trudy Caravan books, or the Brent Weeks. But this is Solaris, and I think those ones are Orbits. Double Star by Robert Heinlein. Dead Town by Nancy Holzer. It's a power pose right there if I've ever seen one. Now, Warrior Angel by Margaret and Liz Weiss. So I think this is a mother-daughter duo. I know Margaret Weiss is normally writing with Tracy Hickman for the Dragonlance books, but I thought this was interesting. Got a Mass Effect book here. Mass Effect Revelation. Fortress of the Pearl by Michael Moorcock. This is embossed. Elric book. We got Destiny by Elizabeth Hayden. I think Prophecy is somewhere in this stack of books, but I don't know where. And just letting y'all know that pre-bids will be open, so if you can't make it on Thursday, you can always pre-bid on something if you're interested in this video, and then if it doesn't sell on Thursday, it'll just be in the next show, because I'm going to be doing so many of these. So if you can't make it to the first show, it might be in the next show. And I know for a fact that I have multiple copies of some books, some the same editions, some of them different editions, so I feel like that's a tease. But we have the Doolin and Parno novels, Volume 1, so this is an omnibus, so The Sleeping God and the Soldier King by Violet Malon, or Mellon. Milan. Man, I'm just murdering all of the words. Power Stat by Ben Bova. Dragon's Bane by Barbara Hambly, with a big old Goodwill sticker there on the front, and a thrift book sticker. It's got double stickers. Grand. Both of those, again, will be removed before everything happens. We got Legions of Hell by C.J. Cherryh. T.H. White, The Once and Future King. I do have multiple copies of this book. This is one of the books I know I have multiple copies of. Space Angel by John Maddox Roberts. Swordmaker by Jennifer Robinson. Does have a little chipped corner there. Survival, Species Imperative Number 1 by Julie Cernetta. Never heard of that. We have The Outlaw of Gore, Chronicles of Counter-Earth Volume 2. That is quite the lady there on the cover. She's about ready to be branded by that other guy. It's quite the cover there. We got Lois McMaster Bejeweled, The Sharing Knife Volume 1. I've talked about how I really like her writing. And the reason why this one is going up for sale is because I actually found the hardcover in this big book warehouse. So this is actually my personal copy that I found in a previous haul. So this is what's going up for sale because I have a propensity towards hardcovers. Stephen Lawhead, Merlin, the book 2 of the Pendragon cycle. I have The Princess Bride, which unfortunately Carrie Elwes, his face is being covered by that ugly, ugly sticker. I will definitely take that off, but love that movie. Stranger in a Strange Land by Robert A. Heinlein. Really solid copy there. We have Lord Calvan of Otherwyn by H. Beam Piper. It's vintage Ace edition. Kate Elliott, Shadowgate. This is the second book, Crossroads book. Beautiful cover. I Am Legend, which has a massive scuff on the back, but here it is. I didn't notice that. I might not have picked that up, but oh well. It's here. I Am Legend. Working for the Devil, a Dante Valentine novel by Lilith St. Croix. So probably dark romance. So that looks like. Their Heinlein. Farnham's Freehold. American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I love how I could not find this book for forever and someone was kind enough to gift it to me, and now I have found multiple copies of this at this point. So when you stop looking for something, it's when you find it, both in so many ways. We have Stephen Lawhead again. This is The Paradise War, Song of Albion. That is quite the cover. Oh, we got a treasure. What is the treasure? The treasure is Ralph Snart Adventures. It's a little trading card. No idea what this is. It's a comic card. Put that over there. I find all kinds of neat stuff in books. A couple of magic books. This is Prophecy, the Masquerade Cycle, Book 3. We have Magic the Gathering Arena. This is by William Forshen. It's for your Magic fan. The Onslaught Cycle Book 2 by Robert King. This is Legions. Very beautiful cover there. Onslaught Cycle Book 1 by Robert King. So I have 1 and 2, just don't have 3 for this trilogy. I guess. Yeah, 1 and 2. Magic the Gathering Invasion. This is the Invasion Cycle Book 1. Terrifying looking back cover there. Ring World by Larry Niven. Marion Zimmer Bradley, The Forest House. Another Heinlein, The Cat Who Walks Through Walls. The Clone Elite by Stephen Kent. Jaylene's Gold, 13 Orphans. China Melville, The Scar. Sherilyn Kenyon, Bad Moon Rising. This is, again, dark romance. Paperback. Peter F. Hamilton, The Confederation Handbook. John Ringo, Under a Graveyard Sky. What a great title. That's a great title for a book. Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, which is kind of more of a horror thriller type of book. And Pilgrim by Sarah Douglas. Aliens vs. Predator, Hunter's Planet by David Bischoff. Does have a corner chip there. There that one is. Red Slippers, More Tales of Mythgar by Dennis McKiernan. Beyond the Blue Event Horizon with Frederick Poole. Really pretty cover there. I like the colors in that one. A couple of Terry Pratchett. I have Soul Music. And Equal Rights. Brandon Sanderson, which I almost never find out in the wild. Way of Kings. This is the first book in the Stormlight Archive. Also an author known for his thick boys. Ancient Echoes by Robert Holdstock. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, favorite of mine. I need to reread this. Review it on this channel because amazing, amazing book. One day he might write the third one. Well, I think actually the third one is written, it's just he refuses to publish it for some reason. Whatever. Fall of Angels by Ellie Modestit. This is the 6th book in the saga of Recluse. We have Diana Wynne Jones, The Chronicles of Crestomancy. This is the first volume. It's got an omnibus with 2 books in it. Rise of a Merchant Prince. This is the 2nd book in the Serpent War saga. Look, I can read. It is kind of important having a book channel. Terry Pratchett, Lords and Ladies. It's a great cover. It's a Discworld novel. So we got Chris Longknife, Defiant, another military SF there. Personal favorite, Neuromancer by William Gibson. I do have this in hardcover. I have reviewed this on the channel. It is one of my top 5 SF books of all time. It's so good. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice little ace paperback there. S.M. Sterling, Ice, Iron, and Gold. Kind of a dark. This is a short story collection. Arthur C. Clarke and Stephen Baxter. This is the first book in the Time Odyssey. This is Time's Eye. We have The Space Merchants by Frederick Pohl and C.M. Kornbluth. Again, not an author that I find very often. I mean, I find Frederick Pohl all the time, but C.M. Kornbluth not so much. The Labyrinth of Dreams by Jack Chalker. God Incorporated #1. The Wizard of Cares by Mercedes Lackey, Eric Brent, and a Dave Freer. So that looks like space fantasy, because I see a spaceship and fairies. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Another Elizabeth Hayden, this is Requiem for the Sun. Book in the Symphony of Ages. She's also another author that doesn't write short books. The Purple Cloud by MP Shield. I already have this exact copy. I'd be tempted to keep it. Star Hunters Volume 1 by David Drake. Men Hunting Things. Sounds like very much a Bane book. Another David Weber, In Enemy Hands, with a giant sticker on the front of it. Don't worry, I'll get that off. A vintage tour copy from the 80s. This is a 1988 tour copy of The War of the World by H.G. Wells. A little tattery, but I really like the cover. It's getting... I don't think I've ever seen that cover before. It's really cool. And then Chris Longknife, Redoubtable. Chris Longknife and Mike Shepard, Redoubtable. So that's everything that's going to be in this first auction. Again, it'll be Thursday at 7 p.m. Hopefully you guys will hang out with me. The link will be in a pinned comment down below if you are interested. There will also be a link in the description that if you are new to Whatnot and have not joined before, you'll get a $15 credit to spend towards any of these books, which you can use to pre-bid on the books. It does not cover shipping, but you can use it maybe to get some cool books for yourself. Again, all of these are paperbacks, mass markets. All of these will start between $2 and $3 depending on the book. And hopefully you guys will come hang out with me. If not, I will hopefully see you in the next video, which will probably be another haul, and until then,